great to see you here. Of course, this is the Monmouth College Jazz Ensemble. I'm Steve Jackson. That was a tune by Charles Mingus called Nostalgia in Times Square. We featured a few different solos. That was A.J. Furness back there on the vibraphone. Yep. We have Eli Kelly on trombone. And Ty Otto on the trumpet. Great job, everybody. That was a nice, really nice, swingy start for a concert here. I do promise, of course, those of you who are in attendance that are writing a concert report, of course, you have the program, and of course, I'll be able to mention who are doing solos in case you'd like to include that in your concert report. But also those who are watching either live streamed and also need to do a concert report, both at Carl Sandburg College and also here at Monmouth College, of my students and in various places. I'll make sure that I talk you through what we're doing, okay? The next tune we're going to do is a fun one that I really love. It's a tune by Louis Jordan called Jack You Dead. We're going to feature A.J. Furness on the vocal. So I hope you enjoy this one. And also, by the way, yeah, you can clap for a few. And we're also going to feature Grace Passalia on alto sax. So it's going to. I hope you like this one. This is really fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, AJ. That sounds great. That sounded great. So AJ on the vocal. Yeah. And then, of course, Grace on alto sax. Nice job, everybody. Yes. made myself a list so I know what we're doing next, so I can read off the page here. Next tune actually is going to feature our lead trumpet player, Ty Otto, once again. This is a Latin tune by a composer named Doug Beach called Amber and Trinita. thanks. Let me grab the microphone. Great job, Ty. Next, actually, we're going to feature one of our ringers in this one. Jeff Davis, over on the far end, playing second trumpet, plays in a lot of ensembles around here. Which other ensembles do you play in? Hold on.
I play in the symphonic band, and I've played with the wind ensemble. I played with the pit orchestra. Just glad to help out where I can.
Yeah. Just pitching in, helping out. That's right. So I actually haven't known Jeff all that long, but you knew my dad a little bit for a while, right? Yeah. So you got to play. Were you playing in the Jammers when I did anything with the Jammers? No.
You're older than that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's true. I am older than he is. It's true. So anyway, so Jeff Davis is featured on this next one. This is actually a Bobby Shue composition. Now, Bobby Shue is a trumpet player who he's no longer with us, but he was, I believe, he was kind of contemporary. I suppose, when you think of 70s, 80s, and 90s, he played. There was a lot of Bobby Shue recordings and albums. But if it's not a name familiar to you, this is a fun, kind of quirky little tune. That's a little tricky to play, but it's fun, and we've got it. I think we're doing pretty well with it. This is called Dancing Bishop. So a little bit of drum solo off the top by Garrett Russell. Some of you know Garrett. Garrett? By the way, he keeps solid tempos all the time and really just like swings the band or rocks it when we need to. You'll hear that, and of course, by the end too. So I really appreciate Garrett back there. And of course, Jeff Davis, solo on the trumpet. Good job. Okay. So our next featured soloist actually we already featured at least once. This time seems to enjoy trying to hide the fact that she's going to play solos from her parents. But she couldn't get away with that. I guess it went, I don't think you really want to come see the jazz band. I'm playing 3 solos in it. Yeah, that's not a reason to tell, you tell your dad that. He's like, what? Of course I'm coming. So he's here to watch his daughter play. So where are you sitting, up there? Yeah, he's up there? Okay, yes, that's right. Anyway, so Grace Passalia, this is completely a soprano sax feature. So basically lead melody and everything, and then a solo, and then basically it just features the soprano. So I hope you'll like this one. This is our lone ballad, by the way, right in the middle. We figured we'd put a ballad right in the middle of all this like fast, hot stuff. So this is called Dawn's Waking. It's by Steve Mokel and features Grace Passalia. Grace Battalion, soprano sax. Yeah. Excellent job. Wow. Okay, we've got a few more tunes here, but we're actually in the second half already because that was the middle. We have 9 tunes, and that was our 5th. The next one actually features our lead trombone, Eli Kelly, once again. This is a Thad Jones tune called It's kind of a bluesy sort of thing, right? Is this a 12? I think it's sort of bluesy. I think it's a 12-bar blues. Yep, it is. Anyway, so this is called Backbone, featuring Eli Kelly. Yeah, thank you. That was Backbone, in case anyone didn't catch that from, watching online. Featuring Eli Kelly, of course, on trombone. And Eli Kelly, great solo. Also some more, eight more bars of drums at the end there by Garrett Russell. Great job, Garrett. All right, so, actually, not every student on stage is a Monmouth College student. We do have one. who comes from Carl Sandburg College, who's been, you've been playing in a bunch of ensembles here too, right? This is Kaya Sweborg over here on Barry sax. She brings her own Carl Sandburg College cheering section over here, consisting of my own son and his two friends. Anyway, so Kaya, what other ensembles are you playing in around here at Monmouth College?
I'm in the marching band and then the wind ensemble here.
Yeah, and she's really good on Barry sax. She gets to carry the melody at the beginning of this next tune. This is actually tuned by quite a notable jazz composer, actually who comes from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Antonio Carlos Jobim, known to the American, us North American people, when at least back when he was, popular back in the 1960s and 70s as Tom Jobim. But anyway, if you look for a composer credit, it's always Antonio Carlos Jobim. This is a tune that, in spite of its name, does not actually consist of just one note. But the melody does kind of stay on that one note for a little while, so it's known as one-note samba. Kaya Sweborg gets to play the melody, and then we actually have a double feature at the same time. We're going to have the melody then carried on French horn, which is, by the way, Riley Cowman's, dropped that. Riley Cowman's main instrument, but he's doing a great job on third trumpet today as well. So he gets to carry the melody a little bit. Underneath, another alto sax solo by Grace Pasalian. So this is one-note samba. One, two. Excuse me. You'd think I was singing along or something, which actually I kind of am, but just because I can't help it. So Grace Pasalian, again, on the alto sax. And of course, Kaya Sweetborg on the baritone sax. Riley Cowlin's playing the French horn there with the melody underneath Grace. That was great. Yep. And even got the rhythm section, and at the end they got a little bit of melody, that one-note melody, right? Between Zach Lundquist and Danny Brogan. So, I practically introduced the whole band, but we're going to actually, and this is actually we're on our second to last tune already. How about that? We're going to have we're going to have A.G. Furness come up and sing another song. Yeah, because I know that was really good, right? And so you wanted more of that. So I made sure that was built in. But before I hand you the mic, there are a couple of things we need to do. One, it is her birthday. Yeah! And so we can probably sing a little bit of Happy Birthday in the key of F. Just give us a C. Here we go, everybody. I don't know if you want to hear me sing really. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear AJ. Happy birthday to you. She's 20 years old. And we had a reharmonization of Happy Birthday back there by Zach, right? I would like to introduce some members of the band, just so you can see. Trying to think who else did I not call out yet? But of course I mentioned Kaya on baritone sax, Grace on alto sax. This is, oh my gosh, that's so weird that I just blank on the Nehemiah DeClaw on alto sax. Yeah, don't worry, that's not because of you. It's because, I'm 55 years old and aging fast. So, anyway, so I mentioned Jeff Davis over here on trumpet. Riley Cowlin's also on trumpet over there, and lead trumpet Ty Otto. Of course, we have Eli Kelly on lead trombone. Bindi Ghazni on trombone, second trombone. We also have Doug Beardsley over there on third trombone. He's the fellow sitting back there. Yep. And I mentioned Danny, of course, just a moment ago. Danny Brogan, way back there on the bass. Yes, and then way back there on the bass, we have Kaylee Cronin. And of course, I also mentioned Garrett Russell on drums a little bit. And of course, Zach Lundquist over the piano. It's. I guess this would be as good a time as any, by the way, to mention it. But it is. Well, we have in the band. We have one graduating senior who's actually in the band right now, and so that's Grace. She's actually graduating in 3 years. So she just started. Yeah, it's 2020. Yeah. So thank you, Grace. It's been great having her play in the band. She played the last 2 springs. Her falls are so busy she hasn't been able to play in the jazz band. But I'm so grateful that she was able to play, and she knocked us out with some great solos this evening. One other that I want to mention that is graduating but not currently in the band, but coming back, and little did he know I was going to call on him. But here's Armando Amanazzi. He's over here, guitar player. Stand up, Armando. He doesn't want me to do that, but there I go. Well, yeah, I've known Armando since he started, basically almost 4 years ago, right? He was taking guitar lessons with me and became actually pretty good on jazz guitar. Yeah. So he's been student teaching this up in Chicago this past semester. Came down to, he couldn't miss the jazz concert. Now he's like, I wish I would have missed that concert. Anyway, so now I'm ready to hand over the microphone. So this is a great tune that you guys will probably recognize, and you already see it on the program. So I'm just going to let AJ go ahead and sing it. She just sings. She already knows this tune, so no sheet music in front of her at all. All of me. just the vocal line, but a scat solo too. All right, so this is the last tune. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you've enjoyed all coming here, and those of you who are watching online, whether it's live. Yes, thanks. Whether you're watching live online or you're going back and watching this later, I hope you're able to appreciate and love this as much as I do. I really enjoy directing a jazz band, and this one, it just has a really good feel to it, a lot of camaraderie. It's really fun. So the last tune that we're going to play, actually once again features Jeff Davis over on trumpet, and the rhythm section too. Who I've already named all these folks, but we definitely have a solid sound that's going to come out of the rhythm section. This tune is a jazz rock fusion tune that was recorded by a group named Weather Report back in the 1970s, I believe 1976. And so it's written by the keyboard player. He's a fellow from Europe named Joe Zawinul. So we'd like to end our concert. I hope you'll find this to be an appropriate ending to our concert. Our rendition here, and actually an arrangement, I should say, by Victor Lopez of Joe Zawinul's Bergland. Thank you for coming, and thank you for watching. You are now dismissed, and thank you so much.